Annyeonghaseyo, this is meowmurai. Let's continue our game of 9 R.I.P. Running on Nintendo Switch 2. Yeah, I really do love the design and the art in this game. And so far, the personalities of all the potential suitors are good, if somewhat somewhat sheepish. If this was indeed an opportunity from a god, I shouldn't waste it.
ちょっと見てください。プリント。
Huh? I looked down at the printout. The area that was once blank now had a flower drawn on it. This is it. This is what I saw before. At the time I was panicking and I couldn't see it well, but it was this flower.
彼岸花ですかね。
Yes, that's right. And there are 7 of them on the page. But something strange struck me about the 7 flowers. Only 4 are colored in. The rest aren't.
これがあなたのプリントなら、あなたについてを表している。とか。
Just as before, Hibiki continued to help me think about what this could mean. If it's supposed to be me, 7 flowers, some colored, some not. 7? Could it be the 7 wonders?
今七不思議のうち、いくつ名前を聞いていますか?
In response to his suggestion, I quickly began counting on my fingers. Kudaha, Yui, Hibiki, the Red Book. 4, just like the colored flowers. That realization sent a chill through me. Does this mean if I find all the names of the 7 wonders, the god will return me to the mortal realm?
きっとそうですよ。今のあなたの状況ぴったりですし。
Triggering a spiriting away seemed like an enormous task, but I'm on the right track now. Realizing I was making progress, it felt as though a ray of light was shining in the darkness. Had I been alone, I didn't think I would have figured any of this out. I probably would have been trapped in the negative emotions those memories dredged up. Hibiki. I bowed deeply to him. Thank you so much. I'm grateful for your support. Looking up, I saw Hibiki looking back at me, flustered.
僕はそんな大したことしてないというか。でも、力になれたならすごく嬉しいです。よかった。
He smiled bashfully as he stammered out his words. Hibiki and I chatted while going down the stairs. Suddenly, he stopped. What's wrong? A chill ran through me. I sensed something behind me and froze in place. There's something behind me.
逃げてください。
Hibiki whispered as he passed me by. I turned and saw him facing something with an ominous aura. Uh-oh, somebody's mad at Tsukikami. It's that ghost from before. Though it seemed to be a victim that was tormenting Yui before in the cafeteria, something about it felt different.
僕が死ぬことはありません。だから逃げてください。
Oh, but... I hesitated to leave him, despite his assurances.
足手まといなんです。だから、早く。
I sensed a deeper meaning behind Hibiki's words. There's nothing for me to do here. Thank you. With that, I started running down the stairs. I headed towards the nurse's office, but sensed another ghost below. I found myself in the 2nd floor hallway. I should find another way besides the central stairway to get to the 1st floor. I cautiously continued, but right before the stairs, I saw the girl again. She found me. I turned and ran. Down the hallway, I saw Hibiki running towards me. Hibiki! Seeing Hibiki, I instinctively relaxed and ended up tripping over myself. This is bad. By the time I stood up, Hibiki was already by my side. 彼女に触れないでもらえますか? Hibiki stood between me and the ghastly hand reaching out to me.
Mo, 手遅れか。それ、これ、いらないですよね。
Oh, Hibiki does have a rather grim side to him. Before, he's just been kind of like meek. After he spoke those words, a terrible sound echoed through the halls. Chapter 4. Okay, he's got a little bit more to him than initially I thought. What unfolded before me was a sight so terrifying I nearly forgot to breathe. Hibiki had grabbed the hand of the girl and bent it backwards in an unnatural direction.
あいつを憎む気持ちはわかります。悪霊化してしまうほどだって。
Turn into a wraith?
でも、彼女はダメです。今度同じことをしたら、首を折ります。知っていますか？首が折れるときって。
Oh, of course he would know.
とってもいい振動が全身に響くんですよ。
I shivered. Instead of the girl, Hibiki let go, and the girl ran away. Soon a calm quiet returned to the area. Hibiki? I turned back to him. His expression looked...
ごめんなさい。
Huh?
かっこよく逃げてくださいって言っておきながら、あなたを危険な目に遭わせてしまって。
Please calm down. It was my fault for tripping. I would have gotten away otherwise. And I made you come into contact with a ghost.
それはいいんです。それよりも、僕があの子を解放しちゃったから。
Let her go? He did mention her turning into a wraith. Did that girl turn into a wraith? I met her before, but she seemed different when we first met.
最初に遭遇した時は、完全には悪霊化していなかったんです。だから、正気に戻るよう説得して。分かってくれたかなって判断して。だから解放したんです。でも、手遅れだったみたいで。
I see. So her hatred towards Isao Tsukimi had only grown stronger. If Yui heard about this, she'd be crushed.
解放するんじゃなかったです。その後で、あなたと遭遇するとは思ってもみなくて。本当にごめんなさい。
It's not your fault, Hibiki. If I hadn't been so clumsy, I would have been able to get away for sure. Actually, I'm just glad you came back for me. Thank you.
そんな、お礼は言わないでください。僕のせいなのに。
He seems unwilling to accept my thanks. It really isn't your fault. Yeah. More than anything, I wanted him to stop blaming himself. It's not your fault, Hibiki. It really isn't. Despite my saying that, he still wore a gloomy expression on his face. I don't know what else to say to him. Please don't put all the blame on yourself. This makes me sad, too.
ごめんなさい。あなたを悲しませるなんて。
With that, Hibiki tried to smile.
切り替えも大切ですよね。
I felt relieved to see his smile, and yet something about it still felt off. I wonder if he really changed his mindset. I tried to smile too. Yes, I'll be sure to change my thinking about this too. Actually, you know what? I think I'll try to become stronger too. I mean, I'll try to get better at being able to face down threats like that.
あなたは十分強いですよ。というか、強くなったと思います。
Yeah, you say that, but I literally just tripped over myself.
ほら、思い出してください。最初、僕と会った時のことを。
When we first met, I recalled falling in front of the mirror before I first met Hibiki.
あなたは僕を見るなり硬直しちゃってましたよね。恐怖を前にして。でも、さっきのあなたはすぐに行動できていたじゃないですか。しかも、悪霊を相手に。
After being told that, I realized I was indeed better able to handle myself now. I've never really been the athletic type, so it made sense I tripped and fell anyway.
強くなれているでしょ。
I guess you're right. I guess I am getting a little stronger. Yet, if Hibiki hadn't mentioned it, I never would have noticed. In the classroom, too, I learned a great deal thanks to him. I'll be careful not to fall next time. I want to become stronger.
それなら僕も、もっと頼れる男になりたいです。
I think you're plenty dependable now. I was even able to leave things in your hands earlier because I trusted you completely.
あれは、すごく嬉しかったです。でも、まだまだ。あなたが鏡の前に来て、手伝ってほしいって言ってくれるくらいの男になりたいです。
You say stuff like that, and I'll end up relying on you sooner than you think.
本当ですか？絶対に来てくださいね。期待して待ってます。
He's oddly happy about it. Is this okay? I asked you this before, but is it really okay for you to interact with ghosts outside the mirror?
あ、それはいいんです。僕次第な部分なので。
His own issues? What does that mean?
あなたのそばにいるときだけは強く荒れる気がするから大丈夫なんです。
I didn't quite get it, but if he insisted that was the way it was, I suppose it was all right. We safely returned to the first floor, and Hibiki watched over me until I entered the nurse's office. I set my stuff down and took a seat. I was a bit tired, but felt a sense of satisfaction. Oh, right, I doubt it'll be useful, but pulling out my smartphone from my bag, I checked the display. It looks like there's still some battery left. Glancing at the call logs, the last one was with my mom, as expected. I really should talk to her again after getting back. I needed to find a way to explain things to her in a way she'd understand. I kind of doubt she will, though. She probably won't budge unless I say I've already found something I want to do. I let out a heavy sigh. Suddenly, the door swung open, and Kuraha and Yui walked in. Hey, you two.
ええ、あなたもね。
無事みたいだな。よかった。
あなたに報告があるのよ。七不思議の一つが判明したわ。
Wow, that's amazing. I've got something to share with you, too. I shared with him what had happened back in the classroom. So, this is that picture of the corpse flowers.
なるほど。確かにお前の説明通り、4本だけ色づいて見える。指針になるものがあると便利だな。今までは名を聞くだけで実感というものがなかっただろう。
Definitely, but seeing them get colored in one by one helps me feel like I'm getting closer to the goal. It's really motivating.
その息だ。あと3本。頑張ろう。
Yes. Just a bit more to go. We've got this. All right, let's get moving.
話の中にあった進路についてだが、この状況で向き合いそうか。
I plan on giving it some thought while I'm here.
そうか。もし話をしたかったら。いや、なんでもない。
Was he offering to give me advice about it? Kuraha was always so thoughtful. I was sure that was what he was about to do. Thanks, Kuraha. I'll definitely come to you when I'm ready to talk.
なあ、いつでも。
His warm smile made me feel at ease. Now then, moving on. Yui, about that rumor you said you looked into.
そうね。
Seems she was lost in thought. Her expression turned serious all of a sudden.
私が聞いてきた七不思議は
In my class, there was a student who'd doodle on her desk with a pencil. Some call it graffiti. This rumor is about that. At this school, you shouldn't doodle on your desk, because doing so might attract a certain ghostly figure. Students call him the drawing boy. Sounds harmless, right? Almost cute. But I assure you, there's nothing cute about him. Imagine drawing on your desk and looking down. To see a strange drawing, you lean in closer. Was it really you that drew it? Somewhere on the desk it might say, I'm lonely. Elsewhere it might ask, where are you? Or, I want to see you. Then, a boy you've never seen before might have drawn it, and the moment you notice it, it's over. The drawing boy reaches out and grabs you. I've missed you.
そうして絵の中に連れて行かれるそうよ。
I swallowed hard after hearing Yui tell me the story. That's really scary.
また物に憑依する怪異か。
I realize that was probably as pale as Kudaha right now, and yet, I wonder how Kudaha is holding up after hearing that story. After seeing how he reacted in the library, I couldn't help but worry.
七不思議に会いに行くのだからさすがにクレハさん同伴よね。
Well, about that.
ああ、もちろんだ。
He seems like he really doesn't want to go. As much as I want him there, I feel guilty for pushing him. But who could take his place?
どうしたの？
No, it's nothing. He just said he wanted me to rely on him more. Maybe I should go ask him. Kudaha was reliable and all, but I didn't want to burden him with too much either. Maybe I should go talk to Hibiki. Kudaha, can you come with me just part of the way?
途中まで。
You'll see when we get there. I paused while in the hallway with Kudaha. Kudaha, I want to ask Hibiki for help to meet the drawing boy. Is that all right? Kudaha frowned and his brow furrowed with doubt.
響は鏡の外に出られないだろう。
Yes, about that. I hadn't mentioned Hibiki and the Wraith when we discussed what happened in the classroom because Yui was there. I was worried that Yui might start asking questions about the identity of the Wraith and blame herself for what happened. And so, after revealing the truth to Kudaha, excluding the part about the attack, he looked quite taken aback. He offered to help me even if it meant stepping out of the mirror.
お前、すごいな。魅力的な人間だとは思っていたが、こんなに早く響を外へ連れ出すとは。
No, it's Hibiki who's amazing, not me.
謙遜するな。お前に心惹かれるのは事実なんだ。
I can't help but feeling Kudaha always thinks too highly of me.
一つ聞くが、俺を気にして響と行くというわけではないな。
I'd hoped he wouldn't bring this up, but I guess that was wishful thinking. I struggled to respond to Kudaha's perceptive question. That's right. I didn't think I could hide things from Kudaha. And besides, I really don't want to lie to him. He was always so honest with me, and I wanted to respond in kind. Carefully choosing my words, I spoke. To be honest,
俺を思ってのことなんだろ。
how did you guess?
表情でわかる。お前はすぐ顔に出るからな。まあ顔に出ていなくてもわかる。お前は優しくて思いやりにあふれているからな。
That's...
心配してくれて嬉しく思うぞ。そういう気遣いに触れると心が温まる思いだ。
Oh, stop it. Will you let me finish explaining, please?
すまない。お前のこととなると夢中になってしまうんだ。許せ。
Infatuated? His words took me by surprise, leaving me feeling rather taken aback. You aren't upset?
どうしてそうなる？俺のことを思い、考えてくれたんだ。嬉しい以外の感情はないじゃないか。
The way he says it makes it all sound so obvious. I was embarrassed just listening to him, but his words filled me with joy. Well, I'm off to see Hibiki now. I'll head straight back to the nurse's office after.
あ、そうしてくれ。お前が気になって仕方ないからな。無事な姿を見せてくれよ。
Ah, right. Kuroha accompanied me to the stairs, and as we parted, I realized just how warm my face was with blush. Kuroha's perspective. After she left, I headed back to the nurse's office. With Yui gone, I took a moment to relax.
俺を思ってのことだとはいえ、留守番は辛いな。
The drawing boy rumor apparently took place in one of the classrooms. I thought about joining them after a short break, but I wasn't sure in which classroom the rumor was based, so I'd have to investigate. I wished I wasn't so cowardly. I tried many times to change, but I've never seemed to be able to make any progress. I seriously hope this is the last time I lose out to Hibiki, but that's really all up to her. All I can do is hope.
別れの時まであとどれくらいか。
My mind went blank as I pondered the words. Why was I worrying about being separated from her instead of focusing on returning to the mortal realm? I sighed again, gazing at the ceiling. I cherished this fleeting miracle and found myself hoping it wouldn't end. Protagonist perspective. Hibiki was already outside the mirror waiting for me, and I quickly started to explain the drawing boy rumor to him. He listened without showing any fear, which struck me as a bit odd. Then I asked, "So, Hibiki, would you come with me to check this out?"
いいんですか?
He stuttered. His stuttering was noticeable, but his reaction seemed mostly positive. Yes, I'm sure. Didn't I tell you I wanted to rely on you more?
それはそうなんですけど、期待もしてたし、でも実際に頼られると信じられなくて。
Anyway, will you come with me to...
行くに決まってます。あなたとならどこまでも。
You're really committed, huh?
あ、嬉しくて言葉が暴走しちゃいました。その落書きくんについてなんですけど、話を聞いた限りでは机に落書きしたら寄ってくるんですよね。
That's the rumor. How about we head to a classroom and try it out?
そうですね。もしそれで寄ってこなかったら他の方法を考えてみましょうか。
We both nodded and headed up towards the second floor. I sat down at a desk in the classroom, nervously twirling my mechanical pencil. All that was left was to doodle on the desk. Something about this makes me feel weird and oddly scared. I saw Hibiki's hand on the desk and looked up.
大丈夫です。僕がついていますから。どんな怪異が来ようとも、あなたを守ります。
Hibiki. His reassuring smile calmed me down, and I felt my composure return to me. Thanks, Hibiki. It sure is reassuring having you around. I returned his smile, looked at the desk, and began to draw. I chose to doodle an anime character I remembered from childhood. I'm not very good at drawing, but I suppose anything will do, right?
それ、何ですか?
Well, it's a cat. It's an anime character called Tonodamaru. It's from a show I used to watch when I was a kid.
猫が主人公なんですね。かわいい。
Actually, it's supposed to be a dog. Oh, whoops.
ごめんなさい。僕、世間知らずで。
That definitely looks like a cat, though. It's okay. I know my drawings aren't the best. Don't worry about it. I tried to brush it off so Hibiki wouldn't feel bad. I just hope it counts as a doodle. That led me to think about drawing some of my favorite things, like sweets. Speaking of which, I haven't felt hungry at all since I got here. Maybe in this world normal bodily functions didn't apply. I kept drawing.
反応がありましたね。
Hibiki pointed excitedly. I'm lonely. Words appeared on the desk, making my heart race. Maybe there's more somewhere else on the desk? I looked around and found no other writing.
もしかしたら他に人がいると出てこないかもですね。ほら、僕の時みたいに。
That could be.
それじゃあ、そばを離れて気配を消します。すぐ守れる距離にはいますので、安心してください。
Okay. Hibiki stepped back and seemed to disappear, leaving me alone in the classroom. I gotta keep going. I continued with my doodling, and soon... Hey, when did this one appear? More writing began showing up. The more and more I noticed the writings, the more frequently they appeared. Okay. Seeing so much writing startled me, and I let out a small scream. Then it all vanished, quickly replaced by a picture of a boy. That means... My heart pounded loudly. Eek! I looked up to see a boy standing across the desk, staring at me. I nearly fell from my chair in shock. Seeing as Hibiki hadn't come to my rescue yet, I knew I had to keep going. It's okay. Just stay calm. I guess the boy wasn't a wraith. Having seen a couple before, I could tell by their aura something about them was different. And unlike the drawings, his face didn't look scary at all. The boy's voice was filled with sadness, on the verge of tears. His pained cries made me feel bad for him. It diminished my urge to ask him about the Seven Wonders. What's the best way to approach this? Ask about the Seven Wonders or about the... Well, let's ask about the Seven Wonders. That's why we're here. I can't get distracted. I need to focus on the Seven Wonders. Are you one of the spirits that's one of the Seven Wonders of this school? His crying intensified. He's too upset to talk right now, but I knew I couldn't give up. I've been spirited away. I'm searching for the Seven Wonders to find my way home. Suddenly, the boy stopped crying. His voice was softer, almost a whisper. Hibiki suddenly appeared and deflected something that was flying towards me. I was so startled that I fell off my chair. Had it not been for Hibiki's intervention, one of the other chairs in the room would have slammed right into my head. His tantrum started causing objects in the room to levitate. Soon dozens of chairs hovered in the air, threateningly. I can't run away now. It might scare the kid off for good. I stood up, steadying myself, and moved next to Hibiki. Hibiki, I'm sorry. I know it's dangerous, but I need to do this. I quickly apologized and bowed to the boy. I'm very sorry. I didn't mean to say something to make you mad. He raised his gaze cautiously. Maybe we could talk for a little bit? He burst into tears again, causing the chairs to drop all at once. Did you get separated from your mom?
僕連れて行かれて、それで
It's okay. You can take your time. The boy nodded and resumed his story, wiping the tears away from his eyes.
誰もいなくて一人ぼっちで閉じ込められて。
多分この子は月神功にさらわれて屋敷の小部屋に幽閉されていたんだと思います。
I felt a sharp aching in my heart. This boy, too, was imprisoned by himself in one of the many rooms in that house. Was he murdered as a sacrifice, too?
お部屋の壁に書いたの。お母さん。
He then pointed at the drawings on the desk.
そうしたら少し寂しくなくなったけど、でもやっぱり会いたい。
The rumor mentioned the drawings of a boy, but it turned out they were actually drawings of his mother. This shifted my perspective. You're quite the little artist. Hearing this, the boy's face lit up a little.
嬉しい。褒めてもらえたの。お姉ちゃんが初めて。
If the picture was of his mom, then the words, "I'm lonely, I miss you, where are you?" Perhaps the boy's still looking for his mom. In that case, I have a feeling your mother might be waiting for you, but not here. She's in a beautiful place, filled with warm light. I spoke gently to the boy, hoping this would convince him to try and cross over.
それどこにあるの？僕も行きたい。
天井、いえ、天国で待っていると思います。だからもうここにとどまっていなくていいんです。ここへの思いはなくして、ただお母さんに会いたいって強く思えば、きっと会いに行けます。
The boy seemed to understand Hibiki's words and nodded with a hopeful smile.
教えてくれてありがとう。お兄ちゃん、お姉ちゃん。
Oh, did that work? The boy was enveloped in light and then swiftly disappeared. Wait, didn't I need to know his name? The classroom fell eerily silent. Not knowing what to say, I simply let the silence hang in quiet tribute to the boy. Please, let him find his mom. I turned to look at Hibiki, who was silently sobbing.
あんな風に純粋ならよかった。恨むことなんて知らないくらい。
I knew Hibiki still harbored a deep hatred for Isao Skikami. It was obvious, even though he never said it. I wish I knew what to say. All I could do was gently pat and rub his back.
何して。
I think it's okay if I don't touch your skin directly.
そうなんですか。
All I could do for him was try to be there for him. It wouldn't be wise to ask for more details. After all, I had to return to the world of the living. I shouldn't get too involved. I felt frustrated, but knew it was for the best. What is it?
直接触れなくても温かいんだなって。
Hibiki smiled, seemingly content. If I could bring even a bit of warmth to him, I was happy to do so. Excuse me. After returning to the hallway, we ran into Kudaha.
無事に終わったみたいだな。
Kudaha, did you come to check on us?
なあ、気になってしまってな。学校中の教室を見て回っていたんだ。
That's so sweet.
クレハさん、僕でもちゃんと彼女を守れましたよ。
ああ、そのようだな。以前よりたくましくなったように思う。頑張ったな、響。
そうですか。嬉しいな。
It's heartwarming to watch these two. From here, they looked like brothers. Oh, that's right. I cautiously took the printout from my pocket. I got caught up in our conversation. I forgot to ask the boy his name. I peeked down at the sheet and... thank goodness. Look, another flower's been colored in, even though we didn't get his name.
あ、そっか。名前。ごめんなさい。すっかり忘れていました。
Even I remembered that. It's okay. I did too.
色がついたのは良かったが、名前をもらわなかったというのは。
Right. I told Kuroha about everything that happened with the drawing boy.
その子供なら何度か遊んだことがある。
Really?
自分の死について聞いて回っているとき知り合ったんだ。見かけるたび泣いていてな。少しでも寂しさが紛れればと思い、かくれんぼやしりとりをしていたが、あの子供も七不思議の怪異だったとは思ってもみなかった。成仏できたようで何よりだ。
最後、笑っていきましたよ。幸せそうでした。
Kuroha and Hibiki, too. The two of them were unable to cross over, chained to this realm by the lingering regrets. They're helping me so much, but I haven't done anything for them. There was a clear line separating us, but I knew it was a line I shouldn't cross. I should try to at least cheer them up while I'm here.
しかしこれで残すところあと2つか。意外と早かったな。
All thanks to your help. Hibiki, what's wrong?
あ、この空間がうつしおに戻った時のことを考えてしまって。あなたから僕が見えなくなったら寂しいです。せっかくこうして話せる人と出会えたのに。
響の言う通りではあるが、会えなくなるわけじゃない。これまで通り見守っている。
I'll never forget you two. I promise I'll never forget you. I'll always remember everyone I met here and everything that's happened.
それは嬉しいな。お前の記憶に残ると思えば、今ある心の温かさも残る気がする。
I feel the same.
なあ、時々でいいから、俺の名を呼んでくれないか。お前に呼ばれると、優しい気持ちになるんだ。
Just calling his name, but even so, it feels special somehow. I will definitely call your name.
ありがとう。楽しみにしているぞ。
It's so sad that I'm the only one who won't be able to see them anymore. If only I could have some way to remember them. Oh, maybe with everyone I know, but...
なあ、一度保健室に戻らないか。休んだ方がいいだろう。
Please, wait. I then swiftly took out my smartphone to show them what I was thinking. If you'd like, can we take a photo? So I can always remember you two?
それは構わないが、映るとは限らないぞ。
Oh, right.
でも、この世界なら、もしかしたら映るかもじゃないですか。いつもとは違う。あやふやな世界だから。
言われてみれば確かに。試してみるか。
Yeah, it couldn't hurt to try. I turned on the camera, and the two of them bunched up on either side of me. Look right here at the screen. Oh, and don't forget to smile.
任せてください。笑みを浮かべるのは得意です。
すごいな。画面にしっかり映ってるぞ。いつも生徒たちが持っているスマホに収められる時が来るとは。
僕もびっくりです。死んだ後でも 何があるかわからないですね。
まったくだ。このような体験、普通の幽霊にはできないだろうな。
Their conversation sounded so mundane to them, and yet so unique to my ears, I couldn't help but laugh. All right, here we go. I knew I'd never forget this.
記念すべき瞬間だな。
The whole thing felt like a miracle.
なんだか不思議です。嬉しいな。
All thanks to this bizarre twist of fate. Oh, it actually showed up. Okay. And every time I look at this photo, I would remember. I then returned to the nurse's office to rest. Yui and I were alone there.
眠らなくて平気なの？せいやさんが言っていたわよ。今のあなたは眠るのが一番の休息だって。
I think a little rest will be enough. If I fell asleep, I felt I would wake up even more emotionally drained.
あまり無理をしてはダメよ。休息はきちんととってね。
In that case, perhaps I'll go for a little walk. It'll help me clear my head, you know.
確かにそれも必要ね。気をつけていってらっしゃい。
Right, I will. I should go to the library. Maybe I can go read in the library. I glanced at the bookshelves and noticed someone enter the library. Quickly, I ducked behind a shelf. I really hope whatever it is isn't dangerous. Peeking through the books, I saw that it was Kuroha. Kuroha?
なんだ、いたのか。気配がなかったから驚いたぞ。
That kind of makes me happy, actually. I guess that means I'm able to hide pretty well now.
今のお前からすると褒め言葉だったか。うまく気配を消せていたぞ。
I'll have to make sure to do the same from now on. Ah, right. I just came here to clear my head. But would you care to join me for a little chat, Kuroha?
お前からの誘いはいつだって大歓迎だ。誘ってくれてありがとうな。
The pleasure's all mine. It's nice to spend some time with Kuroha like this. So what should we chat about? Likes. Kuroha, is there anything you like? You know, something that gets you really excited?
芝居だな。芝居見物もだが、自分でもやってみたいと思った時期があった。
Oh, theater, huh? Kuroha, the actor. Let's say that you appeared in a movie. What kind of role would you like to play?
この間見た映画で、秘密の組織のヒットマンが主人公のものがあってな。ああいうのを演じてみたい。
A hitman of a secret organization? How did they manage to chase me this far? You, how did you find me?
お前に恨みはないが、組織の命令でな。悪いが、消えてもらう。
Wait. That outfit will make him stand out too much. Besides, the time period's all off.
来世があるのなら、役者をやってみたいものだ。
Reincarnated, huh? In that case, I hope we can meet up.
そうだな。お前のいる人生を歩んでみたいものだ。
A life with Kuroha. Yeah, that does sound interesting. Actually, why don't we stop it here? This is meowmurai. You've been watching R.I.P, running on Nintendo Switch 2. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.